shine till I blind. I know patience is a virtue, but I ain't about wasting time, boy. I'm just a hungry soul. I could get a bigger bowl to keep my family belly swole when my credit rolls.
And I know your haters love to talk about me. I don't give a fuck. No, that these hoes will never down me. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, what? I don't give a. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, what? I don't.
Yeah, Booby, I'm back. I told y'all. I'm gonna take a couple days off, you know, between Aries season and now. Get back to it, you feel me? And damn, yeah, thanks for coming through. Oh, Daria, okay, Daria up in here. RD. Thanks for coming through, sis. And Torian, what's up? You know I'm back, bro. See live from live from the boat. That's what's up, bro. I hope you're having a good time too, man. I know you've been putting in that work, so yeah, you definitely deserve it, man. Definitely deserve it. For real, for real. You know what it is. The DeMarcus the GOAT. What's going on, bro? Thanks for coming back. You feel me? Told you I just had to take a little break real quick and chilling. You know? Derry B, what's going on, sis? Yo, the realest. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, the usual suspects, you know what it is. My dude, Matt. What's going on, Matt? Thanks for coming back, bro. Oh, yeah, got Lay's Eagles up in here, too. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's going to be the new segment. You know what I mean? Until every season come back. You know we got Red Pill Gang RPG that's dropping on Saturday. So y'all tune in for that. We definitely going to be chopping it up about some real talk. You know what I mean? Like I said, we're going to have all the stats, everything together. We ain't just going to be talking out our ass. It's real shit that we're going to be talking about. So definitely tune in for that. And said, oh yeah, Torian having a ball out there. I already know, bro. On the boat chilling. Yo, that's what's up. This segment right here, man, this is called Yeah, I Said It. And that's what I mean. Yeah, I said it. Because I'm gonna give y'all real shit. Y'all already know I don't bite my tongue for nobody. I'm gonna say the shit that nobody else is saying. Since we in a society in an era where people just scared to be themselves and scared to say obvious shit. I have to. I'm taking upon myself to do it because I don't know. People just scared. Oh, they gonna cancel me, or they gonna do this, or they gonna. Man, fuck them. Whoever they are, okay. If they can't handle the truth, hey, what Eddie said, tell they ass have a Coke and a smile. Really, for real. In this day and age is where we actually need the truth more than anything. When you're getting lied to all the time on the news, on social media, from people that you thought fucked with you, I mean, close or not, you know what I mean? Lied. Everybody's walking around just lying. I can't do that. I refuse to. So I'm not doing that on my channel. I'm not having none of that shit. And that's what it is. So that's where I'm at with it. I ain't playing with none of this shit. So yeah, like I said, yeah, I said it. And I'm gonna keep saying the real shit. Today's topic is as y'all see on the thumb, respecting your elders, okay? We all taught, I know everybody in here, you know, and not everybody in here was taught to respect your elders when you coming up. You know, when you talking to that person like that, they older than you, you show them some respect, okay? But as you get older, you find out that respect is earned. It's not fucking given willingly, okay? You just don't do that. Motherfuckers can be walking around just being an asshole all day to you or whoever. And like, okay, nah, you gotta respect them because such and such. Nah, man. Nah, fuck that. Yeah, I said it. Fuck that. Okay. So my mom used to say, Who is they? Exactly, Derek. Who is they? But like I said, man, hey, look, people have to be respectful, but at the same time, you got to give respect to get it. And a lot of these motherfuckers that's walking around here nowadays, they wasn't shit. So are you still supposed to respect somebody? Yeah. If that's your grandmama, just as a result, your grandma, your grandfather, it don't matter. If that's your grandmama and she got 8 kids, okay, you get they might be your uncles and aunts or whatever. If she got 8 kids by 8 different niggas, she a hoe. Point blank, period. Yeah, I said it. The grandmama's a hoe. She got 8 kids by 8 different niggas. I don't give a damn how old she is. She's a hoe. Should I still respect her ass after that? Just because she older now? Just because she older, she get respect. When all she been doing is tricking and hoeing around all her life. But now she just an old hoe. So now I'm supposed to respect that? Fuck no. Who's respecting that? Except for her grandkids. Okay? Her grandkids can respect that shit. I'm not respecting that shit. I know how to do the math. If I go around and I see all your uncles and aunts got different daddies and it's 10 of them at their asses, what the fuck? Your grandma, she was smutting. Period. She was smutting. You know what I mean? She was an old school thought. You know what I mean? That might be your grandmama. You gotta love her the same way. That don't mean I got to. Okay? It just don't go down like that. This real spill. It don't happen like that, okay? Yeah, you supposed to respect your elders. That don't mean I'm gonna go around just calling her hoes and bitches and all that other stuff. But at the same time, don't expect me to treat you like your family do because they came from you. Especially if you out here still acting, you still out here doing, you know, we got a whole bunch of them grandfathers and grandmothers that's out there on Facebook still, you know, come on, man. They still trolling the Ave. You feel me? They still trolling the Ave. You know, they got pills for that now. So they out here thinking that they still young and trying to beat something up, knowing you got back and you done slipped the disc and some more shit, but you want to be out here acting like you still young. It don't work like that, shorty. And then you expect these other people, hey, you little youngins, you don't know nothing about it. We don't know nothing about it, but we see you still out here trying to troll and get a nut when you got 10 kids. You got 10 kids by 8 different women. Dude, you a fucking deadbeat. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Come on, man. Let's call it like it is. It don't matter, men or women. Like I said, this is crazy out here nowadays, man. And people, you know what I mean? That's why I can't really blame some of these young folks. I mean, some of them, they just out of order. They don't give a fuck about nothing. They don't care about who you is. They're not going to give you respect. They don't even respect their own parents, okay? So I get it. It's some out there that do that. But some of them, they right. You know what I mean? Hey, man, I see you still out here trying to run with youngins. You still on your faggot ass Chauncey shit. All these youngins here, and you running around with them. You running around with a whole rack of youngins trying to pick up their scraps and trying to holler at young girls and all that shit. Nigga, I'm not respecting you just because I'm an OG or, you know what I mean, because you got grandkids. So the fuck what, man? You might have well, go be your fucking granddad, man. Stop trying to run around with us. What the fuck is going on? We see that shit all the time with old heads. You know what I mean? Whether they just got out of jail or they ain't even went to jail, they just running around trying to be in the club. You know what I mean? You call them sugar daddies, whatever fuck you want to call them. But that's for them young dudes. It's they turn to do that. You know, why are you trying to snatch up girls they age? You know, and then you expect these youngins to respect you. Nah, what the fuck he gonna respect you for when you dating a chick that's his age? That he probably was trying to get at, but you got at her because he ain't have no whip or he ain't had a right, you know, he ain't have his living situation. It could be anything, but because you an old head and you got a little more than he do, a little bit more knowledge, you can play with their head a little bit. Now you want to step on his toes and shit. That's some weak ass shit, man. Like I said, it don't matter if you old head as far as a dude or a female. If you out here doing that grimy shit and you still out here running and ripping like you still young, fuck you. It ain't got nothing to do with disrespect. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You should know better by then. You know what I mean? And if you expect somebody to just give you the respect just off of GP when they know for a fact you was hoeing or you out here tricking, man, nah, fuck that. Where they do that at? You know what I mean? Where the fuck they do that at? I don't give a damn. Yeah, you 60 years old, you still a hoe. Yeah, I said it. So what? And I say it to their face. I don't care. Like, nah, it's it's respect at the end of the day, but you gotta respect other people and you gotta know your situation. Don't be trying to sit up there and try to play like you all crispy clean just now because you older now. People supposed to forget. No, people know how to do math. They know how to put two and two together. That's not how it works. It's just not. It really ain't. You feel me? Said our elders didn't earn respect, but we had to give it to him anyway. Yeah, a lot of you right, RD, because that's how we was raised. Respect yours, respect your grandma, respect Miss Pam, respect Mr. Bruce or whoever the hell it was, respect because they older. Man, Mr. Bruce ain't shit. That nigga a crackhead. He been a crackhead since I was a little kid, and now he's still out here just because he clean up every Sunday and go to the motherfucking church. It don't matter because after he get out of church, the nigga still looking for a motherfucking rock. So why I'm supposed to respect him? For what? You feel me? For what? Exactly, Derek. Still hoeing. Still hoeing. Exactly. Hey, that's all we do, Matt. You should know that by now with Raw Pack coming straight from the side. You know what it is, bro. That's what we do. They ain't gonna give you to you no other way, man. This is crazy. Yeah, especially Grandma Lucia. Finger pointing, yep. They're finger pointing this exactly, Darren. They'll sit up there and talk about, oh yeah, you see that girl out there? This her second baby daddy, and this and this. Like, bitch, you got 8 baby daddies and 8 different kids, but you sitting up there talking about something young. And why don't you school her to the game and make sure that she don't follow in your footsteps instead of sitting around trying to ridicule her and talk about her and talk down about her like you better than her just because you older than that. OGs come in both forms. They come in men and they come in women. And if a woman's not sitting another woman down, telling her, look, don't follow this path. Don't be out here in the clubs jumping around at the bars and all that other shit. And now you on your 3rd baby daddy, or now you on your 3rd baby. And nah, let them know what the fuck the deal is. So they don't follow that same path, man. They don't fall into none of them damn pitfalls, them damn traps that's out there. But a lot of them don't do that. It's like people just want to see other motherfuckers fail so they can feel better about themselves, especially older people a lot of the time, when it shouldn't be like that. You should be guiding the younger ones. You know what I mean? All this shit. Yeah, you can't sit up there. Who's going to listen to you if you talking about, oh, don't be jumping the sexy red and all that shit. Like, oh, grandmama, what you got to say about anything? You got 7 kids to 6 dudes. You think they really gonna listen to you? They might if their parents make them because you their grandparents or whatever, or you know what I mean. It don't even got to be a grandparent. It could be a friend of the family, whoever. But they're not gonna take you seriously, and they're not gonna give you no respect if you didn't do it your damn self. Now, if you was married, you know, I can see if you were married for 20 years, you only had kids with your wife or your husband. You may have had 1 kid out of wedlock or something like that, but all the rest of your kids was while you was married. That deserves respect. How did you do that? You know, how did you do that? How did y'all stick together? How did y'all stay together? How did y'all build y'all shit? That kind of shit deserves respect. But if these motherfuckers out here, how long we gonna go through all this shit where people just single but still having babies? This shit is crazy, man. And then motherfuckers just want, nah, you can't do that shit forever. You can't do it because that's the type we just talked about that shit. That's the type of shit that destroys communities. You ain't got the father. You don't want the father in the picture, you know what I mean? Or the mother and the father beefing or whatever the case may be. And now that's all that's going to reflect on the kids. And then you have these other kids that's out here now that don't respect nothing. Don't respect their teachers, don't respect you as a mother or their father, don't respect their grands, don't respect their aunts, uncles. They might respect one aunt or uncle or something like that. That and majority of the time, the ones that they respect, those motherfuckers, it ain't no good. That's real talk. They'll follow them motherfuckers when they ain't no good, and you know they ain't no good, but it is what it is. That's real. Kendall, what's up? What's up? Thanks for coming through for real. Hey, we just chopping it up real spill. Yeah, like I said it. I said it and I'm gonna keep saying it. And every time I come on here, y'all already know I'm gonna come up with some real shit. And this the type of shit that actually needs to be talked about, especially in this day and age when you got for years we've been having kids because what? You know what I mean? My mom was 16 when she had me, but she went out there and actually hustled and grinded and did what she had to do. So, you know what I mean? Everybody's not going to do that. It's a lot of them that go out there and they have kids and all they want to do is just sit on fucking welfare, get child support, don't do nothing. A lot of these dudes out here having kids ain't trying to take care of them. Y'all, you sitting out there trying to smash shorty from up the block, and you got 3 to take care of, 4 or 5 to take care of, but you looking for the next one. Who gonna be the next baby mama? And the crazy shit is, it'll be chicks lined up to do that shit. Who the fuck is lining up to be the 7th baby mama when they know for a fact you got 6? Or you might, some of them, they might be lying. And I mean, you can see through all of that shit. You can. Oh, it's her fault. You know what I mean? She don't let me see my kids. Blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da. Like, nigga, you want your 6th kid. Bruh. All your baby moms can't be telling the same lie. If that's the case, then why you keep going to the same chick? That's going to put you in that same fucking situation. But nobody talks about that shit. Like I said, it's real spill. I'm going to call this shit down the middle. I ain't taking no sides on evil. We got to talk about these kind of things, man, because motherfuckers act like they scared too. They don't want to touch the subject. This is the shit that people need to be talking about. That's why the communities and shit be so fucked up. Everybody's so worried about who they fucking or trying to fuck the next man's girl, or you know what I mean, the female trying to fuck the next girl's man, or all this. Like, come on, man, that shit is goofy. That shit is goofy. You know why the community and shit is falling apart, but everybody's just out here fucking and getting money and fucking. That's it. They ain't putting no more money back into their shit. You know what I mean? But want respect. That shit is crazy, bro. This shit is wild. It is. I don't understand how the fuck we even got here to this point. You know what I mean? Yeah, people, they free. Everybody's free to do whatever they want to. But you should want to do better so that the people coming up behind you are better off. You know, nobody wants to grow the fuck up to the point where they don't want to even have responsibilities. You know, it's cool to always have a sensibility about yourself as far as, you know what I mean, being youthful and not, you know what I mean, not thinking old, you know what I mean, keeping yourself youthful as far as thinking, physically, things like that. You know what I mean? You don't want to just be looked at as, oh, you just an old fogey. Nah, fuck all that shit. Nah, you can still be youthful and take care of yourself, take care of your parents, things like that, and have your ear to the ground so where you know what the youth is doing, but you still got to handle your motherfucking responsibilities at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Of course, there's always going to be things that's going to hold you back. You do got fathers. Don't get it twisted. There are fathers that want to take care of their kids, but the mother won't let them do it, or the mother's fighting it because they want them to look a certain way, and vice versa. It's dudes out here that just ain't about shit. They ain't about shit but ripping and running the streets and trying to fuck everything moving. This shit is crazy. It really is. People need to wake the fuck up, man. Says that people could be entitled old bums too. You damn right, DeMarcus. For real. Entitled old bums. You said that shit. You hit the nail on the head with that one. Like you entitled over, you entitled what? Because you older now. The young is supposed to respect you. What the fuck they got to respect you for? For what? What you doing? You ain't doing nothing for the community. You ain't doing nothing for them except trying to holler at their girl, trying to trick on their girl. You feel me? So what the fuck is why? That's crazy. Yeah, but this is the type of shit that people co-sign. You know, you can have whatever you like. Nah, it's a good song, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you gotta actually think about what the fuck you putting out there in the world. And these sugar daddies is out here. You got these little young chicks that's out here trying to get them, and then they mad because they done got pregnant by a dude. They 21 years old, and not even that, 19 years old, and got pregnant by a dude that's 30, 32. You know how old he gonna be when the kid become a teenager? And a lot of the times you ain't got to worry about that because he out here ripping and running the streets. He got you pregnant, but he trying to fuck your girl too. Which is like what the fuck? I mean, like, yo, you supposed to be teaching these youngins. You out here trying to fuck them. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy to me. You know, and now we got it to the fact that the females be doing it too. You heard about the NBA players, you know what I mean, dating this old ass chick. She get pregnant by a dude that's barely in his 20s. And we already know what's gonna happen with that. You going straight to court. You might rock with him for a year or two. You going straight to court. Y'all ain't getting married. That child support coming right up out your shit. So you better stay youthful, Slim. You best to. If you know what's good for you, you better stay youthful. You better stay on your job because if that that money start getting light, hey, they don't want to hear nothing about that in the court. And that's real. They don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, nah, we saw you just drop 20. We need that bread. Detroit, what up, bro? Hey, this is real talk. This is real spill. Like I said, man, fuck it. You know what I mean? You told to respect your elders, but what the fuck are the elders doing that we call OGs? You got some OGs that actually do drop knowledge, that's actually taking care of their business, handling shit. You know what I mean? But you got other motherfuckers that just want to just want that title of OG just because they fucking old. The same way you got these, like I said, these damn grandmas and aunties that got 8 kids by 7 different dudes. Nah, bitch, you a hoe. And nigga, you a deadbeat. You ain't shit. You a fucking bum, just like Matt said. You know what I mean? An entitled bum. That's what they are. But motherfuckers actually want you to actually respect them. For what? Nah, you ain't gonna teach. You little youngins ain't gonna be talking to me like that. Why not? Who are you to them? What are you doing for them? What are you bringing to the table? What are you doing for your community? What are you even doing for your kids? Are you trying to help their ass? Are you just running around trying to holler at your 22-year-old daughter's friend? Like a motherfucking slime ball. Come on, man. That's crazy. It's crazy how the state of things are, man. Like I said, we ain't come up like that. We came up to respect our elders. Majority of the time, there were people in the church. There were people that were actually helping the community. And that's not to go to say everybody in the church is good either. You know what I mean? That's going to be another topic I'm going to talk about. We definitely going to talk about that. Because it's some real demons in the church. It is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is. Half of them, a lot of them people I'm talking about that got 8 kids with 7 different baby daddies, 10 kids with 9 different baby daddies are in the church. Not all of them, but some of them are. Sister Johnson, yeah, Sister Johnson was throwing that thing back and bringing all her kids to the church. The deacon and the pastor done smashed. There's a lot of times they ain't no good neither. They be cheating on their wives and whatever the case may be. Come on, man. This shit is crazy. It's out of proportion, man. It's wild nowadays. I mean, it's not like it hasn't been going on. It's been going on for a long time, but people need to just start. They need to start talking about this shit. You know, if your pastor is wrong, you know your pastor got a wife, and you know he over there trying to hit Sister Sanders. you done seen him walking, and you already know. Y'all done talk. You done talk to her. You know what I mean? But hey, you know, we ain't gonna talk about that in the church. You know what I mean? He gave a good sermon this Sunday, and right after that, he was up in her guts. But nobody talk about that in the church until she get pregnant, and then he having a baby out of wedlock, and then everybody saying something. But they'll sit up and talk about it all day, but nobody calls them out. So we gonna respect. That's the pastor. You gotta respect the pastor. You gotta respect. So nah, wrong is wrong at the end of the day, man. It really is. Wrong is wrong. You feel me? they were listening to Millie Jackson. Millie Jackson was wild. They music they was listening to was crazy. It was. I mean, we get a lot of that stuff nowadays. But once you start deciphering, because you know they do a lot of subliminals back then. They was throwing subs, huge subs back in the day. So you really had to listen to them songs. But it's songs out there, man. You already know about Papa was a Rolling Stone. We know about all that. Come on, man. Bro, we know. They was out there getting it. That was the love era. You know what I mean? Where they was out there just having whole that's where all the swinging and all that shit came from. Them sex parties and, you know what I mean, orgies and all that stuff when they was doing when they was going to Woodstock and all that. You know what I mean? The flower children. But we know what they was doing though. Crazy. They said people celebrate being a baby mama, baby daddy over having kids with a wife and her. Yeah, they do. Like, oh, that's my baby daddy, and they look at it. Yeah, that's 100. That you keeping it a buck with that one. It's people that actually celebrate that. It's like I said, it's females that actually line up for that. They'll get pregnant by a dude knowing that they about to put this dude on child support, and they just want him to be a baby daddy. They don't want him in the house. They want to keep doing their thing, and they'll go around walking around like it's a badge of honor. Same thing with dudes. Oh yeah, that's my baby mom right there. Don't she look good? You just collecting baby moms. Oh, I got me a Spanish one. You know, I got me a black one. You know, I'm gonna give me a white one next. Like, nigga, what is you doing? You trying to build a team, nigga? What are you doing? And you ain't staying with none of them. You just sleeping around and trying to. What? Really though? But then you expect these youngins to respect you. You expect that. You got some high expectations of and man, oh my God. What are we doing? What are we really doing, bro? The Market Move Trap said, got a middle debate earlier. Would you rather have reparations or pay no taxes on anything forever? Pay no taxes. Well, you know what I mean? It all depends on how much they giving for reparations, for real. If it's a good amount, I won't mind paying taxes. It's because I'm gonna flip it anyway. You know, whatever they give me, I'm flipping the hell out of that. That shit doing acrobatics ASAP. You know, you give me a couple million in a couple weeks. Yeah, you give me 4 couple weeks. That's gonna be 8 to 12. I'm flipping the hell out of that in so many different ways, for real. But if it's just a small amount, nah, I'd rather not pay taxes because then I can stack even faster and I had to worry about shit. So it all depends on what they give. But yeah, like I said, real talk. This the shit that's crazy, man. What you say? So you take reparations. It's more important than paying taxes. It is. It's really more important because of them paying you back. But at the same time, them giving you something, but what they gonna give, because we already know what they supposed to give. Everybody's supposed to have 40 acres and a mule. And if that's the case, we, you know what I mean, black people would own a few states, actually. We would own, they would have to give out so much land that we would own a few states. And that's real. And we know they not gonna do that shit. So they're gonna have to give us the equivalent of that land, which we know they ain't trying to give. They rather give that shit to people that's they shipping in illegally, I might add, because none of these motherfuckers are citizens. They're not taking citizens exams. They're not doing none of that shit. They just shipping them in by buses and dropping them off in cities. Ain't giving them bread. Taxpayers bread, I might add. So, you know, but they ain't gonna give us shit. We gotta work for everything. Because it's motherfuckers that they could have gave that bread to actually get on their feet, but they rather give it to other people instead of the people that's disenfranchised. And that's kind of crazy to me. That is not the American way. Yeah, I said it. So it is what it is. You said, yeah, these young women want to catch worms. Messing with these old men. Yeah, you're right. That's kind of, but you know, hey, they trying to get that bread. Oh, I'm about my bag. It ain't tricking if you got, nah, that ain't that. If you ain't tricking if you got it, that's one of the worst terms I've ever heard in my life. It ain't tricking if you got it. You gonna go out here and basically buy. So you just good with getting prostitutes, basically. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of people, a lot of females out here that's good with being prostitutes. They would rather be prostitutes than be getting 9 to 5, because now everything is not frowned upon anymore. You know what I mean? When we was coming up, all the shit that's going on now is frowned upon. This OnlyFans, I mean, that's basically just legal prostitution. They started it out in IG. They called themselves IG models first, and then they went to OnlyFans. But that's legal prostitution. Gambling was illegal, but we already know in every damn state now, gambling is legal. Sports betting is legal. They used to lock motherfuckers up like the mob for all that shit, and bookmaking and all that. People caught charges, but they're not going to erase that from their record. You feel me? Weed was illegal. Now it's dispensaries everywhere. You know what I mean? They flipped it. Everything that was illegal, everything that people were frowned upon, all the stuff that they talked about, you know what I mean, it's so holy. And in the Bible, a lot of these motherfuckers that's going to church, that's doing all of these, the same people that's passing these laws, but you'll see them in church every Sunday talking about, oh yeah, this and this, and preaching what they just did was wrong. This is wrong in the Bible. That's why you see a lot of people switching shit up in the Bible. You know what I mean? You get different versions of the Bible because they upgrade the shit. You know what I mean? But if that's the case, if you following, you know what I mean? I'm not the most religious person. I'm a spiritual person. I know right from wrong. I know there's a God, but at the same time, you know, I'm not gonna sit up there and say I'm better than the deacon. I'm better than this person, better than that person, because the shit, it causes too much conflict. Everybody thinks they right. Every religion thinks they right. You got wars and shit fought over the shit. You got a whole bunch of different things, but that's a whole different discussion for a whole nother day. You know what I mean? If you don't believe in God, something wrong with you. You know what I mean? Or a spirit or energy, something. It's something higher, of course. We all know this. If you got eyes and can see and actually pay attention to life, you know it's something bigger. But it's these are the same people that's changing everything. If your book is so holy, then why are you upgrading it? Why are you trying to make it to fit the times? But you're supposed to respect these people. You're supposed to respect people like the Pope, who years ago would say that, you know what I mean, the alphabet people are wrong. That's sin, or that's all this. But now they're preaching the word that it's cool, it's good to do. You know what I mean? But things change because the times change. Now your religion changes. So that causes a lot of things into question. But you're still supposed to respect these people. You're still supposed to respect them. Don't never disrespect the Pope. Don't never disrespect your local your pastor or your deacon or whoever. Don't ever disrespect them, even though you know they doing some shady shit. Shit is crazy, man. It's wild out here. It's wild. And people just need to actually pay attention to what's going on. Yep, extorting. You already know. You already know, Jeremiah. Thanks for coming through too, bro. You already know Jeremiah age. And I ain't even gonna talk about what they doing in Canada. They trying to make it illegal for you to even talk about anything in public. They locking people up for just speaking their mind. This shit is crazy. But you supposed to respect it. Because these the elders. These the people that's, I mean, majority of the time, the elders are the ones that's in power. Those are the ones that's running for office, that's holding office for 12 years, like they dictators. But you're supposed to respect it. Because, oh yeah, they put time in. They put time in. But okay, well, you know how many people they got killed by a war they was trying to fight just to get some oil, or none of that shit is called into question because you're supposed to respect your elders. You're supposed to respect these people because they hold a higher office. You're supposed to hold a high regard for them, even though they fucked up. Respect is given and not earned. And it should be the other way around. Respect is earned. You're supposed to earn people's respect by, by the way you speak to them, by the way you carry yourself, by the way you interact with them. All of that. You're not supposed to just give that shit out outright just because somebody holds office. I don't give a fuck that you president. I don't give a fuck that you senator. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That don't mean that you ain't get a DUI. How many people in office, whether it be Senate, whether it be Congress, whether it be any of that, how many of them got pulled over because they was drinking and driving? Let's pull that up. How many of them got DUIs? How many of them got charges that they swept under the rug? But you're supposed to respect these people, right? This is crazy, man. It's crazy at the end of the day when you really start thinking about the shit. It's wild. He said, imagine going to going to church with a girl acting holier than thou, then seeing her on a DVD cover. Exactly. Exactly, Matt. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm talking about, bro. You already hip. So they want to steal young women. Well, young women's clothes, I don't care. Yep. Still wear young women's clothes and how about the body. So it's the age up. And the opportunity is necessary. Yep. Age, hey. Yep. Look on your listen. Look, it's really about the figure nowadays. Anybody can work out. I done seen 50-year-olds that look good, and they out here yet messing with young dudes. I done seen other that's that's actually just trying to take care of themselves because that's their lifestyle. But I see it all the time. I know exactly what you're talking about, Derry B. It's wild. It's wild. And people just don't care no more. It's all about, I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna get mine. I ain't dead yet. I'm gonna get mine. Yeah, go ahead and get yours, but you should know better. That's not to say nothing. Hey, you want to look good, take care of yourself. But know what you're doing is wrong if you out here trying to troll and get people that's your son's age. You feel me? And that's all you doing. Trying to get your groove back. It's crazy. Anybody can do whatever they want to do, but when you start doing it too much, just like they say, anything, too much of anything is bad for you. You want to dip, and okay, you find somebody that's a young girl or a young dude that actually got a good head on their shoulders, and not thinking like the rest of these people that they're actually trying to do something with their life, got their head wrapped tight. And that's who you want to settle down with, cool, do that. But just to be going out here prowling and all that other stuff, you ain't no better than them dudes them old ass niggas that's in the club. No better. By all means, have fun. Life is about having fun. It's too short to be stressed out all the fucking time. But at the same time, people have to be real. They got to be real about their situations. They got to be real with themselves. They got to be real with everybody else. And it's not enough of that going around nowadays. It's really not. It's crazy. And this is the real state of the union. You know what I mean? Fuck what they be talking about in his state of the union, all the shit that they be promising and don't never do. We talking about a society. The state of the union is society for real. And this is where we are. The shit is crazy. It's crazy. But hey, nobody wants to change. Everybody wants to stay the same. And that's why we are where we are now. So there are plenty of tax loopholes when you have, when you have money. The more money you have, the less that you have to pay out. That's real shit, RDRD. No bullshit. That's what they do. Set money and land over taxes. Yep, I feel you. Hey, money and land over taxes, if that's what they're going to give you. Because that's the thing. You know how they do. They're going to try to finesse it. They're going to try to finesse it, Detroit. That's all day, every day. You know, yeah, we're going to give you reparations, but what kind of reparations? How much? Are you giving us land? Are you giving us property? Are you giving, you know what I mean? All that shit makes a difference. But them just say, oh, we just going to give everybody, all black people, we going to give y'all a couple $1 million. But when the dollar ain't worth shit, what's that million really going to do? So yeah, if that's the case, yeah, give me that land. If you really going to give it out. You feel me? I will take that shit. Fuck them taxes. I'll pay taxes on land. I will do that shit. Because that ain't nothing. I mean, after a while, this shit's just gonna be paying for itself anyway. It's not gonna be coming out of my pocket. But we know how they do. So rich people don't pay taxes, reparations. You can put things in the trust. That's right. Put it in the trust. RDRD. We was talking about that before. Put it in the trust so nobody can touch it. Even the kids that ain't really wrapped too tight and want to do, you can't sell it. There's no way that you can sell it. You know what I mean? And of course, educate your kids. You know what I mean? That's what they do. They get all this land and they educate their kids on the same shit so that they know, okay, this stays in the family. This does not go anywhere. You don't do anything with this. This has to go to your grandkids and your grandkids. And they educate them on that shit. That's the thing about trying to keep it. You know, you can get it. A lot of people can get it, but a lot of people can't keep it because they're not thinking about the big picture in the long run. And that's crazy. I said they're definitely not giving us no land because, yeah, we appreciate and value most times. And by then, we own every goddamn thing. So you already know exactly, Kendall. They ain't giving that shit up. And shit, we should just not pay taxes. Yeah. And taxes are illegal when you really think about it. But it's not enough people that's actually going to buck the system and go against the shit and do what they're supposed to do their due diligence to stop paying it. So we are where we are now. And that's how it's going to be until people actually wake up. There's only a few people that's woke. And now you can't even say woke because they took that term and just turned it into nothing. That shit has about as much power as a fucking wet paper bag right now. No bullshit. And that's wild. Hell yeah. Said we still ain't legal in federal yet. Yeah, the federal level yet, because there was a lot of brown people. Yep, convictions would get overturned. That's right. But they not trying to do that. You can make money off of it legally. The same shit that they lock you up for, you can get out and make money off of it. But we know they're not clearing cases. They'll change the laws, but they won't clear them cases. They won't do it. You're gonna have to get a lawyer and fight to get that case cleared. And that's not even a guarantee that it will happen. Yep. That's how it is. And this shit is wild, bro. But yeah, man, I want to thank everybody for coming through. I said what? I said I never get a return from Katrina. So, didn't get government assistance. Wow. After that tax. Yeah. Exactly. They was giving out them checks And everybody didn't get them checks. It was people that was getting them checks from out of state that didn't even live in New Orleans. And that's just wild. Because they was basically just stealing money. You know, and they was giving away shit. And if you signed up for it, then you can get it. And that's crazy. And they screwed a lot of people over with that. Say, yo, about to get up out of here myself, RD, back to the bag. I just want to check in. This gonna be the new thing right here. Like I said it and I meant it. And just know that. And I'm gonna keep saying shit that nobody else wants to say because that's me. And when y'all get to me, y'all already know. I'm gonna give it to you straight, raw, uncut. You know what I mean? Real spill, and that's what it is. Always. You know what I mean? I want to thank everybody for coming back through. I told you I had to take off a couple of days, and your boy is back every day, same time, except for the weekends. You know, I'm gonna change it up on the weekends, but I'll let y'all know what's going on then. Thank everybody for coming through. Matt, Derry B, Kendall, Samira, RD, definitely, Kendall, like I said, DeMarcus the GOAT, and Jeremiah the plug. Jeremiah came through. Thanks, bro. I know y'all be busy. I know everybody in here be busy. Lays, Eagles, Detroit, all y'all, man. Thanks for coming through for real. Holla at your boy. About to get back to this bag, and y'all stay safe out there for real. Y'all know what it is. All right.
I need my windows tinted, all the bells and whistles in it, thinking this can't be the game. Nah, this must be a scrimmage. Them buffers can't block me. I'm in your secondary. These bitches